think I confuse people with my art because I have the really sketchy experimenting, and I've always enjoyed the paint kind of quality and movement and grips. And there's times where I just don't have the energy for big projects. Then when I do have big projects, it's difficult to try and document them because I'm not a filmmaker, I'm an artist, that's what I do. And there's times where I want to spend time on a painting and a long project, and that's kind of what the commissions become, because they really challenge me to push me beyond my skill set, and they end up being my favourite paintings usually. And so I've got this idea for a painting, but I don't know how this video is going to go. Mass of paintings I've done, there's all sorts of different energies, and each have their own kind of audience really, through different series of like fast oil pastels or the sort of quick acrylics versus the longer acrylics. And sometimes paintings just work. It's kind of like training for the Olympics, that one moment. And there's been paintings that have taken me less than an hour and are some of my favourite paintings. And yet there's some that I really struggle with and take time. There's others that just take time anyway. So I've got this idea for a big painting, and it's kind of maybe a bit cliche in terms of having a person underwater, but I love figures in water. I love like the reflections. I love trying to create kind of an abstract within representation, and it's kind of that kind of metaphor for feeling trapped, feeling kind of like trying to find your voice. And that's kind of what I was like when I was growing up with undiagnosed autism and ADHD and trying to figure out who I was, basically. Now I know who I am, but trying to express that out into these videos and into the world is challenging. I'm still trying to find out how to do that. But often the art is the way I speak, is my communication, and not all have a message, some do. And it's just fun and being in the moment to push paint around. So this will probably be a time lapse, probably a series of little clips, but let's see how this goes. And I'm still getting used to talking back on camera again because it's been a while. This is where I've almost walked, and then I've got to make a few errands later. Got the cafe, pick up a painting that they changed their mind on, and then pick up a few free canvases from a marketplace listing, which I haven't got room for, but it's free. Rough.